Okay, so as you can see, I've got my left side front, so this is the one with the zip in it, and then I've grabbed my right side front that I had put aside for the moment. And what we're going to do is we're going to put them right sides together, and we're going to pin from the notch. So there's a notch a little way down the center front seam. I just put my pins, so there, and we can pin at the notch up to the neckline. So the reason we do just this section is we need the top of the center front seam and center back seam closed so we can sew in the facing and complete the zip, but we don't want to complete the crotch seam until the end. So that's the order of construction when you're making a pair of pants. And as a jumpsuit has a pair of pants in it, we need to sew the inner leg seams together before we do the crotch seam. So we just need to sew with a 1.2 centimeter seam allowance from the notch to the top of the center front neck, and you do the same on the back. So joining the back only from the top of the back neckline to the notch. So as you can see, I've sewn my center front closed just to the notch, and I've pressed it open, and I've done the same on the back. So now you need to place your front pieces right side up. So you've got your zip on, it's on the left side of your body, but when you're looking down, it's on the right hand side. And we need to sew the shoulder seam closed. So one, with the design of the Neale jumpsuit, one side is closed and the other side is open for the zip. So we take our back, again, I've stitched down to the notch, pressed it open. Now, this side is open, the side with the zip is open, the other one is the one that's closed. So it's our right side shoulder when it's on our body. Now what we need to do is use our notches on our back shoulder and our front shoulder to line the shoulder seam up. So as you can see, you've got this part of the front shoulder extending beyond. The reason for that is it was much easier to design the pattern so that you cut the front on the fold, so you cut a pair, and then at this point of the process you cut it off. So you leave it on this side because this is the side where we need it for our buttonholes, but we'll cut it off here. Okay, so that's pinned. I'll just take my scissors and I'm using the back shoulder line as a guide. Just get the pin out of the way and I'm cutting it off. So now I just have a regular shoulder seam on one side, and I will have the shoulder opening on this side. So now all I need to do is sew the shoulder seam with a 1.2 or 1/2 inch seam allowance and press this seam open.